All right, guys. Closing in on a week out from Costa Mesa, and training's going so. The week coming back um, from New Mexico was a little rough. Getting restarted again with getting back to work and just kind of a lot of things into the school year. So there's a lot of school functions that I got to get to. Getting through all that, trying to train when I can, trying to get out and practice when I can. I've got a couple of sessions in while I was at work where I didn't set up any camera, take any footage of anything, but just working as much as I can in that little bit of break that I have at work, and then getting in the gym and trying to complete these workouts to the best of my ability with all the recovery in mind. So this video is going to cover two sessions: a deadlift session with some explosiveness, some hopping and some bouncing, and then a squat session with also some explosive, some hopping and some bouncing. So it's really nice to have those jumps programmed into the training. I think that's going to kind of start translating more and more as we go on. I won't see any near-term results from the little bit of jumping I've been doing, but I think it's going to keep me athletic as we go through the season, instead of grinding on just barbell lifts. So that still lifting, traditional lifts, adding in some explosiveness, some jumping, and then also really trying to hammer on that single leg stuff as well. So trying to maintain all that strength and athleticism, and then translate it to the field in the throw. So like I said, two sessions: squat, deadlift. Check it out. Ask the questions. I know you got them. All right into it here. Sumo deadlifts versus bands and then supersetted right with, excuse me, supersetted with some depth jumps, times 3. So the supersetting definitely takes a little bit of the explosiveness away. I don't feel like I can really get after it on the jumps as much as I would be without the throw and the lift in right before. So is what it is, though. I mean, we're still training explosiveness. Training. I think we're getting a little bit of the post-activation potentiation effect there. So just got to feel comfortable and just putting that max effort into the jump as much as I am the lift, to really get the full benefit of it. But it's nice. This bounciness is just, it's nice. Sumo deadlifts feel good. I mean, the sumo deadlifts that we've been doing over the last 6 months have really changed my perception on sumos in general. Used to be pretty much a sumo is not real camp, but a little bit, tongue in cheek there. Sumo definitely develops the hips and the legs in a different way than the conventional deadlift does. I definitely see their place in athleticism, though. Really building up good, strong hips is not taking away from my athleticism. Don't know that I'll ever push sumo really hard and try to see where it can go. I'll be happy and content with pulling in the mid 5s with it. Beyond that, I don't know how much I want to torture myself with all that heavy weight. Last set here, I just set it up a little bit different. Instead of just jumping up on the same box over and over again, I just kind of set up a little box jump course. The depth jumps really are nice to really kind of feel the rebound off the ground. Just hitting the ground, absorbing the force, and then popping back up, which is what we do as a thrower a lot. We kind of go through the air, through the trig, land, and then pop and try to put force into the ground as much as possible. So I think the depth jumps are really good at training for that. Single leg, really easy. I mean, when we say single leg stuff, something I'm learning is it doesn't always have to be real heavy single leg. I mean, I don't need to set up and do super heavy Bulgarian split squats to get some good work in on that one leg, on one leg, and nor do I think that my body, my health would benefit from it. With always babysitting a knee or a hip or something, I think loading up on one leg a lot very often would be counterproductive. So just even that light body weight, I mean, I don't have a light body weight, but some body weight lateral step ups are doing a good job for me, and we'll keep doing them. Here we are going into my squat day, getting a little warm up on the bike. Legs were feeling a little stoved up from a trip yesterday where I went up to help coach and help out at a powerlifting meet about 3 hours away from the house. So I had to get in and get the legs nice and warmed up with the bike, and then rolling things out with the foam roller, like you do when you're old or feel old. You just got to get all smushed out. And then I added in some of my own hip flexor slash just hip complex warm up stuff beyond what Josh has programmed. Just trying to pump some blood into the legs and really get all of the muscles of the legs moving. And then I got into doing the workout. I was slated to throw today as well, but I didn't. Yeah, I put the lifting ahead of the throwing. Was meeting some people at the gym, so I decided to get in the gym first. And then when I decided, when I did get out to the field to throw, my knees were just not having it. And so I decided not to throw on the achy knee. Just don't. Sometimes when especially specifically my right knee starts giving me headache, it starts down regulating force. And then I don't end up hitting positions real well. And I don't know that that's beneficial for me to practice this close to a games, being 1 week out from Costa Mesa. Don't know that it's beneficial for me to just kind of get in there and just do reps for the sake of doing the reps. I think I'll have a better shot at just kind of letting the knee just kind of rest overnight and then get after it tomorrow. Get some extra reps in tomorrow. Instead of just training one event, train a couple of them. This is my theory. I don't know. You just don't. It's a delicate balance between pushing yourself the most that you can and then holding back when you need to. Really important, I think, the week of games to kind of take care of yourself a little bit more. And I know I'm going to be busy. There's always going to be something coming up the next week. I mean, my schedule is jam-packed pretty much every weekend until July, the end of July, really. I mean, I've got Costa Mesa this week. I've got a rugby tournament and a clinic to coach the next week, a clinic to coach the week after that, Utah the week after that. I get a little weekend break that next weekend, but then I'm in the back-to-back weekends of competing up here in Alaska, and then rugby tournament a couple weeks after that, and then Enumclaw. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, this combo of plyo lunges and single leg box jumps was diabolical. Thanks, Josh. Holy cow. Like I said, right knee was a little grumpy with me, and so you'll see maybe some little hesitation on the right side. Maybe not quite as much explosiveness as the left side. But yeah, going to from the plyo jumps to the plyo lunges to the single leg jumps. It was rough. Not rough. It was just interesting. And then some banded squats. A reminder: these bands in this configuration, they add about 165 pounds. I think is what I decided. 165 pounds at the top. Worked up to 315 bar weight for set of 5 for just some speed. And felt good. I will say the squats actually felt really good. Holding position really well. No breakdown in the core, no pain in the SI joint. Plenty explosive across a set of 5. So really happy with how they felt. I think I don't know that I got I'll have a deadlift session prior to Costa Mesa, but I won't squat again until after I get back from Costa Mesa. And I might even skip that squat workout altogether with the way that my schedule's set up. But no, nonetheless, happy with where just overall squat power is at this time. Hips feeling mostly healthy. The right hip's a little arthritic as I'm clocking the reps in throwing. Right hip takes a good beating. but not so bad, not debilitating at all. Skater squats. This is another one. Again, it was like, we don't have to go crazy. I'm 300 pounds, so single leg skater squats are maybe heavier than most people would do them, but I'm not adding weight. I have trouble enough balancing my own body weight, but it feels good. And it's good. It's good work. It's a good rehab, good prehab, and good balance, good strength work to just do some body weight skater squats. Don't have to go crazy with adding a whole bunch of weight and doing like some crazy Bulgarians or Hatfield split squats or anything like that. You just do it with what you got on you. And then ending my lifting with some of these snatch grip Pendlay rows. Feels good. I mean, the snatch grip Pendlay is actually feels pretty good. Of all the upper back, all the rowing that I do, I felt like the Pendlays, snatch grip Pendlays are some of the best work to my back. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I ended the workout with some couch stretches, and then some hip mobility stuff, and just kind of get things still moving. Kind of a good cool down. So overall, a couple of great training sessions, couple of great gym sessions, despite the fact that my schedule has been just jacked up since I've been back from New Mexico. But Costa Mesa is on the radar. We're all in on it. We're sprinting towards the finish line right now, and then we're going to try to do big things down there in Cali. All right, that's it for this video. Holler at y'all later.